A variation, start the same, enter the same, but from there you're going to go over the top into that position. So I'm nicking that out of the pattern. Okay? And we'll go that way so you can see the hands. Pop, strike, over the top, here, guillotine. Again, you guys from this position probably know various chokes and strangles from there. All I want you to do is pass this hand, his limb, to your hand and tie it off there. Okay? So I've just got, I'll have that and pulled it across his neck. But like I said, from the guillotine, you guys know various chokes and all sorts, but I just push it to your hand, hold this tricep and pull. There. So you turn around, you'll see, now pulled a little bit tighter. From there, I'll do the kata. I always say to the kids, so what do you think this is? 2 people in a headlock. Yeah, pretty cool. Well, you're going to walk them out like that, So, here, pull, I'm just going to step that way. And then I'm going to turn. But I'm not. I'll get to there, because it's going to be miserable for him. So I'll let go. So now I've just gone up and throw him in a neck wrench. So we're wrenching his neck as well as his limb. So here, over the top, pass that one to your hand, tie it off. Fill him in, of course, fill it in with your own repertoire. Step that way again, with your right. You get into this position and the stance turns. You kick his leg out. I'm not going to do it, Finn, so don't panic. Because you can see what's happening. See where his neck is tied off, his limb is tied off, and he gets dumped there without being able to stop himself. And just go that way. Okay, so it's a variation, so nick that now. Fundamentally, the bunkai would be what's set in the syllabus. Like I said, is mainly from Ian's drills, slightly stylistic difference, but here's a variation. Also, it was a variation as, you know, there's a cross-butted throw. Here's a variation, use it as an arm lock. Here's a variation for the start position, use it as a neck wrench. Have a little play with that. We're going to go with a wide shot from the right again, with a cover. Make sure your elbow is pointing in the direction of them, because you can spike the chest or you can spike the bicep, and oh, that was a good one. It's miserable, okay? And you can hit while you do it, obviously, or if the hands are here, you'll be covering. Again, very similar to what the cat is showing you. Oh, sorry. That's a good one. Oh, that's a good one. So it's here. Again, I'm not here doing it because he's eyeing up the range and the distance to my end. That won't stop it. A little shuffling to do it. It's beautifully. An anchor's got the best ones. You guys may not know it in your style of anchor, but it's got a slight shift, half a step in towards the danger. Which covers like this and it's covers like that into the danger. And like you say, for a lot of people, it's counterintuitive. They don't think, no, I'm not going that way. You're nuts. But in the eye of the storm, it's quiet. So I'm going to wrap over the top. Okay, so I'm going to nick this again. Okay, over the top, above the elbow. So you've learned earlier how to wrench it, where you need to put the arm above the elbow to wrench this way, or wrench this way, or wrench this way. The same thing, we'll do that side. The same thing over the top of the elbow. And I take a little step back, boom, and break it that way. Okay? So now I've just gone, well, we'll do that. Okay? So I'm either striking while I cover, spiking, or if his hands are there anyway, I'm just making sure that that ain't coming into play. Right over the top, and then pop, just there. See, it's above his helmet. Just a little step backwards, or when he'll bring his head forward, or break his arm. One or the other. So from there, again, you can do what you like. You can go back to exactly where you were a minute ago. Okay? Same, you can go back, and if he escapes, you can start wrenching that way. Or I can go in as well. Kick his leg and move it that way. Okay? So you can try that one. In, over the top. You still get a wrench there, of course. The wrench is still there. Still quite miserable, but you're kicking his leg with it. Didn't realise that was that good. Alright? So you sort of hit his balance while you're turning that. So inside leg sweep really, of the lead leg. You might just come around, that's fine. I'll have that again, thank you very much. So, we might go, we might not go. Also, I want you to try, here, I want you to try to underhook him. There. So I'm using that as an underhook, and using that as a barrier on his neck. Okay? Same thing, cover, hit. This one, under, now onto his neck. With that. You see? Same thing, lead leg. Push down. Okay? Two little variations from that wide shot. So from the wide shot, this is the same. I can either go over the top and wrench him, as you know. Now I can go into him and wrench him, this way around. Or, from inside the shot, I'll go underneath it and hook it. And then I can go in this way. Take his leg. Okay? You see the two slight difference? I just nicked that. Altered that one slightly. That's still the same. I either go into him, take his leg, or underhook his arm, and still take his leg. Down to the takedown. We all okay with that? I'm trying to achieve this. He puts his hand up. I'm not going to force it. I'll go like that instead. Same thing. Whether I've underhooked it or whether I've overhooked it. I'm trying for this leg. Nothing's happening. Fine. Just fill him in then. Whatever. Away you go. But if you are struggling and you're on the underhook, this is knocking his head down there. So just on there, straight down, hold his arm,